Hi everyone. I know we're feeling a little bit shaky on some of the Unit 7 stuff, and that's appropriate. I think we're at a point in the year where we're really trying to tie some big ideas together. So even though there really was not that much new content in this chapter, there's a lot kind of being pulled together with every new piece that I give you. So someone had asked in class today if I could just give a quick rundown of like what are the skills, what are the big ideas from this chapter, and so I thought I would take a minute and do that. I'm going to make some other videos and go over some specific problems from your test review. I don't want to just keep throwing new problems at you, but if you can get good at everything that's in the test review, you should be totally fine for the test Monday. So this will hopefully help support you as you work to do that over the weekend. So this is in your notebooks if you want to look at it for reference. I don't think you necessarily need to, but I wanted to give you an idea of like this is officially what Unit 7 consists of. These topics that are grayed out, those are only in Calc BC. Okay, so you won't have to worry about 7.5 or 7.9. Those weren't lessons we covered. Additionally, some of these we can kind of easily lump together. At least we did when I taught it. So this first topic, modeling of situations, that is more of a general idea than a specific skill. So that is like some of the real life situations, some of the contextual applications. A lot of the free responses fall in this idea of modeling. And so modeling just means, can you represent a real life situation with a differential equation? I can't point to a specific skill or a specific problem that would come from that lesson. 7.2, these are those problems we did that were like multiple choice, where you had to figure out like which one of these is a solution for this differential equation. That is something that could pop up on the AP test. I don't have any of those on our test, so don't worry about 7.2 for right now. 7.3 and 7.4 kind of go together. 7.3 is how to make a slope field, and then 7.4 is how to figure out what the solution looks like through a slope field. So if you are looking, and I've got your test review here in front of me, if you want specific questions that deal with slope fields, I would say, like, for example, and this kind of goes with both of these, but 12A has you graphing a slope field or creating a slope field. Where else am I making slope fields? 14 is one of these that's more like reasoning with slope fields, where you're trying to figure out what would the solution look like. There's another one where you're creating a slope field in 17, so 17A. And I think that's it for our slope field questions. So those are the specific skill questions that have to do with slope fields, okay? Then we have general solutions using separation of variables. This is a really big idea in this chapter, the separation of variables, and then particular solutions with separation of variables. We kind of, again, did these together. The general solutions are the ones where we just left C in our answers, and the particular solutions are the ones where we solve for C. Okay? So we did that all in one lesson. But it's technically two different things. So finding general solutions would be like questions 1 through 5, and then finding particular solutions are questions 6 through 8. Now, there's a lot of this topic on the test, and there's a lot of this topic on the test review. It's probably one of the most important things we did. This pops up in a lot of the other questions in sort of a modeling context. But if you just want, like, can I do this thing, these would be the questions to look at for those, okay? And then the last thing was the exponential models. This was that theorem that we talked about on Wednesday, where we said we can always boil these things down to if we have dy over dx, oops, pretend that's an x, is just equal to ky, we know we can jump right to this as a solution. It's ce to the power of kx. That theorem right there, that's the exponential models, okay? And that is represented on your test review in questions 15 and 16. There's also another one, number 18, I believe, also has to do with the same idea, but it's more of a modeling situation than it is a skill. Okay? So if you just are looking for what are the skills taught in this chapter, slope fields, separation of variables, exponential models. Those are the big three. Okay? And these are the skill-based questions on your test review. So, like I said, I will put together some videos that kind of talk about those individually. And And then all the other questions are more mixed. They're more like, let's integrate this with older content, or let's show how this connects to this idea. And that's important for you to know too. But if you want to start at the bottom, if you want to start at like just, can I do the skills, this would be where to begin. Okay? So I'm going to turn this off and probably pick up a new video and do some of these skills for you, work through some of the questions from your test review, and hopefully that'll be enough to make you feel a little more confident heading into your test.